Hello and welcome back to episode 39 of The Outer Worlds. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And as you can see, there's some red pips on our compass, so we've got some work to do. Also, the lab doesn't seem to be in very good condition, all things considered.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
Alright then, I suppose I can find some time for that. Picking up a bunch of those. Few recent appointments. Ruth Bellamy, lab tour, Administrator Ludovico, product presentation. Hello, I'm so sorry I haven't had the chance to get your name yet and update the terminal. When you have a moment, could you bring a mop to the lobby? Dr. Blossom seems to have had a rather rough night and spilled some coffee on the floor. What in blessed corporate law is all that commotion down there? I don't believe the rocket fuel combination distillery mixture was scheduled for another week. Could someone please inform me as to what the racket is all about? You better have a damn good reason for interrupting my meeting with the administrator. I expect a full explanation and apology within the next 15 minutes, or people are going to start losing jobs. And we're done. Well, it seems like the people around here are pretty reasonable and well-adjusted. Look at that. That's a sign of a well-maintained laboratory facility. Alright, well there's the person that wants my attention.
That's awful. I wonder if this poor fella had a family.
Before Rizzo's was the confectionery juggernaut you know and love today, it was an above-average chemical waste management corporation. I can't imagine how those two things go together. Can you? On one otherwise unremarkable day, an employee on the slurry-stirring shift leaned a little too far over a chemical vat, dropping a single purple battery that had been hidden in his jacket pocket. Instead of being immediately fired for his hazardous incompetence, the employee was given an ultimatum by his supervisor. Retrieve the fallen fruit and stay employed. The employee jumped into the vat, swam for the purple berry, and accidentally swallowed it. The rest is history. After he was pulled from the toxic waters, the stirrer stated that the chemical-coated purple berry hadn't been half bad, before falling into a toxic coma, giving his supervisor the idea to sterilize and adjust the chemical mixture for human consumption. Soon the sour sweet-coated purple berries were more or less edible, becoming Rizzo's first mass-marketed product, the Purple Berry Bunch. It's almost as if I predicted that before finishing reading the statement. Sell your junk. Sell the rest of this stuff. Alright, so there are things I need to keep in mind I'm keeping. I'm keeping those two. Level 24, level 17, 126. Alright, I'm going to keep that one too. I'm not keeping that. Not keeping that one. That's not the good one. That's some hefty plasma damage, but it's plasma damage. Same for you. If it's got Spacer's Choice on the name, I'm not keeping it regardless. Shock Cannon Ultra. I guess I'll hang on to that one for now. Keeping that one. I'm hanging on to that because it's got a name. The Vermin 2. So that's some pretty hefty damage per shot. Ah, but it's heavy damage, so no. That's also pretty hefty damage. I'll keep that too. I don't think I have one of those. Yeah, okay. And as for all of these, looks like they're all crap. Off you go. Okay. Hello.
How in the Aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
Oh, I don't have that much lie, huh? I'm investigating Halcyon Helen's murder.
You do know that Halcyon Helen is a fictional character portrayed by the late actress, Ruth Bellamy, yes? One can't be too sure with so many simpletons around in the day-to-day. Regardless, I am not at liberty to divulge such information with non-employees or personnel lacking security clearance level Spectrum Orange. Of course, if you were to say, contract your services to me, I suppose I could grant you clearance enough to answer your murder-related questions, Ms. Inspector. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab.
There isn't anything you can do to help?
Yes. I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. Ah, I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them.
Didn't see any hostiles on the way here.
And lose my life's work? You want me to just burn my lab and my entire future to the ground over one experiment that's gotten rather out of hand? No, I think not. We merely need to clean up the mess, so to speak. Reset the lab back to functional parameters.
Even I think that's pretty cold, and I'm a mercenary.
Staff can be replaced, you know. Research data? Now that's invaluable.
What goes on in these labs?
Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
I mean, I've already killed a buttload of them.
Call me a skeptic, but no, I don't believe it would be. Loose lips sink new product ships, you know?
Yeah, see? I forget I mentioned it.
Happily, of course.
I can take care of your problem.
Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
These people don't deserve to die, Captain. Let's try using the sedative.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Well, good thing you've got some non-host lab techs in there. Okay. This is your friendly custodial staff offering a preemptive apology if the elevator hall is crowded with gas canisters. There are quite a few of them and only one of me, so I'm moving them in loads down to the utility room. Do be cautious. They're filled with a sedative potent enough to put a hungry mama raptidon out cold. Thank you for understanding. My team and I are all heading to the Grand Colonial's bar this evening for some drinking and fellowship. All real scientists are welcome to join us. You know, the ones that produce quantifiable data and theorems and don't spend their time jabbering over how this lighting on that bottle will increase customer sentiment. Cheers from someone who understands that market researchers aren't real scientists. As we continue our new round of research in product development, I am increasing the required safety gear for lab workers involved. As some of you know, a few recent incidents involving subjects have left workers maimed, scarred, and one worker had their left hand permanently discolored to a shade of lime green. Horrific. Rizzo's Research and Development District Labs is expected to continuously produce revolutionary advancements in the food and beverage industry. These measures will help us in further pursuit of that mission. Great. I was hoping that I was going to be able to dispense some sedative gas from that computer, but I guess that was too much to ask. For the first time ever, my people did not get in the elevator with me. I'm sure they'll catch up eventually.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Yeah, keep quiet. Utility terminal. Okay, so that's where I need to go to knock everybody out. Of course it is. So... well, I guess we're gonna have to kill a few. Nothing personal.
Never felt so good.
Oof.
Ready for more?
Alright, Parvati. Well, we didn't kill all of them yet, so... you know, don't get too mad at me. And the door is... that's not the door. Trial K08 has produced moderate results. The zero-calorie sweetener produces 36% of the amount of dopamine compared to popular cigarette brands. It is possible that this is as far as we can go without introducing substances that would categorize this as a tobacco product, and we're already towing the line as it is. I'm interested in a trial with a larger set of subjects. However, our lab's resources are getting cut thanks to the new lab that's begun across the hall. Maybe we can offer it to our colleagues in the marketing lab. Show them a thing or two regarding proper science. Yeah, proper science includes poisoning your colleagues. That's true and accurate. Dr. Blossom, I apologize, but I wouldn't be doing the team justice if I didn't question the budget cuts this lab has seen. We've had to shelve 3 products and we're losing 2 more researchers. Honestly, whatever's being developed in the lab across the hall better be more addictive than Adrenatime. I apologize for our team's outburst to the product presentation. I assure you we didn't intentionally mean to scream in terror and assume the fetal position when Spectrum Brown and its slogan were unveiled. It has to be something the marketing lab did. For law's sake, they aren't even real scientists. I'm sending this message to both teams in the marketing and product labs. I do not know the extent of your squabbles, but they end here. If it weren't for the incredible projections Spectrum Brown shows, we'd all be out of work after that embarrassment at the presentation. And we already read that one. So we're all done here. Oh, good.
Don't you frown at me.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. I just wanted to make you smile.
Corrosive weakness. Corrosion damage. No. I feel like it might have been fun to just, like, automatically accept every flaw I was offered, but also no. I guess that's all I have to say about that. Tactical Shotgun 3. Broken computer. And they got a lot of whatever that is. Is that Inagata Vita gas? Or is it some inferior chemical? Okay. Goodies? No, of course not. Why would there be goodies in a giant box? In a supply closet? Lame. Welcome, insert name. We're happy to have you as the new mechanic/custodian at insert location. It is your responsibility to ensure your location of employment is tidy and works like a charm. Your duties include, but are not limited to, cleaning of all surfaces, regular maintenance of all machinery, restocking employee break areas, maintenance of all electronic systems, keeping inventory of the location's operational item reserves, voluntary assistance for labs research as needed, maintaining thorough documentation for your possible successor. We know that sounds like a lot, but don't worry. Your predecessor has kept thorough documentation for your needs that you can find on this terminal. We hope you're excited to begin this most fulfilling career, and remember, whoa, it's Rizzo's. File how to be a janitor. Trading file corrupted. Please guess how to do your job to the best of your ability. Nice. I've gotten 17 requests from the lab workers that I had to respond to, and also managed to find time to sweep, mop, and buff this whole place. I was hoping that the employee how-to document would help with some of these machines that I've never seen before in my life, but guess what? The asshole left it completely blank. I got a request from Dr. Blossom to hook up the gas lines to some canisters that are mixed with a heavy sedative. You don't mix canisters with a heavy sedative. That sentence is nonsense. Luckily, I've got enough experience cleaning all the muck that builds up in the vents to get it all done in a couple of days. Still, I wonder what they're needing this for. I think they took the last of the Raptidons out of the lab last week. I guess the pheromone flavoring results weren't as promising as they'd hoped. Jackpot. Since I read that stupid orientation document, I've been hoping they'd ask me to volunteer for something, and here it is. I get to be a taste tester for the newest Spectrum flavor. I'm heading to the lab right after I fix this clog in the showers. So exciting. No further entries. Dispense sedative gas.
It would seem the erratic footsteps of my pacing delirious employees have ceased. So I presume the sedative worked. Please return for consultation at once. And do remember, unauthorized access to confidential Rizzo's information is a capital offense.
Alright, well, I was going to come back and talk to you, but now what I'm going to do is steal everything I can find. Alright, so there's a thingy. Oh, look at that, they're in different colored vats. Got some little ones. Got some cut into pieces ones and some whole ones. Come on, where's some confidential information for me to capitally offend? Here we go. Finally finished our first set of experiments on those parasites we harvested from the infected would-be attraction animals, and the results have been, what the hell am I doing? Why am I taking this tone? Who's going to see this aside from members of the research team? I barely need to mention how beyond completely phenomenal today's find has been. Not only have we discovered why Harold, the system's saddest teacup canid, had his remarkable turnaround. Frankly, I'm amazed no one realized something was awry earlier. His cage was only about as large as he was. By the way, Myers, there goes your daily adreno injections theory, you buffoon. But we've also found something that will make me a vice presidential position in no time. Remind me to devote a bench commemorating the Rizzo's semi-industrial exploration team for giving their lives to bring back the Eridanium gigaseus from the Holy Caves. I'll also be certain to devote an even larger bench to myself for finding the birth site of the parasites and ordering experiments to start. I've already been in talks with management about ideas for products that could utilize the parasites' joy-intensifying hormones. It's amazing that Slug hasn't looked deeper into this. We may have to cede them the land, but seemingly they haven't disturbed our research site. while their oversight is Rizzo's immense benefit. Great job, me. I'm sure some of you are still shaken by the events earlier today, but the course of science never did run smooth. The benefits of our research are easily worth the potential risks associated. Garcia would most certainly agree if she was still alive. I've asked Administrator Ludovico about setting up some additional security measures in case of another test subject breach. In the meantime, for the love of the architect, do not infect an individual test subject with more than one parasite. The frenetic joy will have to be enough, at least for now. I'm still looking into promotional means, but I think we'll find something soon. Some Rizzo's product engineers have discussed mass-producing the parasites and placing them in some kind of beverage to evenly distribute the joy-inducing hormones. Things seem very promising. I look forward to the day when I can leave this backwater facility behind. Blossom demanded that we help the engineering team produce a gas that would target the neural links of individuals infected by Iridanium gygaseus. Well, we did, and it was simple enough. Just isolated a particular cell type found only in the parasites and it produced an enzyme that should shock them temporarily into stasis. But you better believe the second that came time to tell the administrator about it, she was the one who had developed the gas, and she was the one who had been primarily working with engineering to get everything together. She takes credit for the initial finding, and even after Dr. Garcia's death, which was basically all her fault, she still somehow manages to find a way to spin things in her favor. Some of the other researchers were talking about altering the gas not to target test subjects, but to target her, and for it not to render the target unconscious but dead. I wouldn't write this down, but I know Dr. Blossom doesn't read log entries that she didn't write. Tell you their ideas are beginning to seem more and more appealing. At your earliest convenience, the Slug Lab requires your sanitation services for cadaver removal. There are 2 bodies at present in the labs, 1 scientist and 1 test subject. Send a team to remove the personnel corpse to the incinerator. After this, please send a hazard team to dispose of the test subject. For highly classified reasons, the corpse can emit certain chemical compounds that are extremely dangerous if mishandled. Please don't skimp on the protective gear. We'd hate to have to hire a separate utility team to pick up the bodies of yours. And we've already read the other one. Great. I believe I am now qualified for a capital punishment. So that's cool. Are there some more rooms that I bypassed? I'm pretty sure there are. Oh, there's a whole bunch. We were already in there.
Rizzo's could have helped a lot of people with all the bits they poured into this place.
Yeah, they could have done. But, you know, they're a corporation, which in this game means that they're insane. What is this? Test area? Filming area? Barricade? And there's another one. Alrighty. Have I interacted with this already? Yes. Okay. Have I interacted with this? No. How about this?
Great work.
Oh. Almost slipped by. And these stairs take us to the locked off area. Sticky notes on a window. Lots of sticky notes. But they're...
Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Dr. Blossom? Captain, we gotta hurry.
Well, why do we need to hurry? I'm pretty sure whatever was going to happen to her has already happened. Alright, wait. Oh, it's just the door. Nicopad. I believe it's her office. Light pistol Mark III. I'm sure that'll sell nice. It's not good for anything else. Nice. Who ate my lunch? Why on earth would there need to be a diagram for hydrogen peroxide on somebody's chalkboard? Oh, here we go. Back top side.
Somebody didn't want us talking to Dr. Blossom. You think it was Miss Helen's killer?
I just noticed that there's a science weapon here, and I don't care about anything else that's going on. Oh, yeah, thanks for that. Alright.
Timeline discrepancy. Timeline discrepancy. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Indeed, there seem to be 3 of them.
Not gonna... Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Iridanium gigaseous slug research report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to
Timeline
the top.
discrepancy detected nearby.
They still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. That's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Okay, drug science, that's the best kind. What do we got here? Spectrum Gatling Terminal. Weapon requires loaded Spectrum vodka array to be functional. Vodka's deposited 5 out of 8. Not all Spectrum flavors are present. The Gatling taunts me from behind its glass cage. The infernal void damn thing refuses to work. And I know the exact cause. It's me. Why am I like this? Whenever I tried to fiddle with the internals sober, I broke parts off, or connections failed to fire, or pieces stuck out of the casing and shorted out other components. So of course the solution was obvious. Get at least a little plastered prior to the work period. Every work period. When I'm relaxed, my hands don't shake, and it's much easier to see where things should fit or how to bridge certain connections. The problem, of course, is that I also get artistic. Why should a weapon work on mechanics alone? Why shouldn't you have to, say, slot one of every single fucking kind of Spectrum vodka into the thing before it will fire for the first time? I don't even know if it's tied to the weapon's internals or if it's some kind of lock, but it seems like it should fire, and it absolutely will not. I have to get one of every kind of Spectrum, including black. I can only hope the storage warehouse has a recent shipment of the entire Spectrum, or all this work will have been for nothing. I have to be the dumbest genius this side of Halcyon. Cute. Well, I'm definitely going to be retrieving that off camera, because that's too much work to do and also talk through. So let's see what's going on around here, shall we? Analyze.
Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Examine the body. You're sure you heard gunshots earlier, yet this victim's loss of blood is oddly minimal. Okay.
These puncture marks. It looks like she was injected with something.
Search the immediate area. No bullet casings. Whoever Dr. Blossom confronted over the intercom, they dispatched her without much resistance. They must be well trained.
What an awful place to die. What do you think happened to her?
She died. 5 kills.
There are lots of ways to kill someone without spilling blood. But I guess this isn't the time.
How many of those ways involved gunfire? Another one over here. Oh. Oh no, it's still this.
The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already stand.
Good. Well, I'm glad we established that. Okay, we're all out of time for episode 39, and I've got a whole spectrum of vodka to go find. So, come back and see me again in episode 40, and we'll see what this new gun is all about, and we will probably examine some more corpses. That is a pocket, not a wound. Okay, talk to you soon.